Alright, let's get started. If I can figure out how to start. Oh, yeah, there we go. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to episode 2 of our TwilioQuest season. We are getting to, let me turn this down. Sorry, I can't hear myself think. Okay. We are getting to, through probably the rest of the basic training stuff today, and maybe even a little bit more depending on how fast we move. I fixed, so if you remember last time we had trouble hooking up the Twilio API, as well as we had difficulty unlocking this chest, which I was able to unlock. The trick is to basically the update or the version that we were on was bad. So if we exit out of here and open up TwilioQuest again. So the current version that we were on last episode was 3.1.41, and we needed to move back to a more stable of 3.1.40. But since then, they have made a 3.1.42 version, which works great. So shouldn't have any more problems along those lines, at least.
Operator.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so without further ado, let's start going into the more of the basic training stuff, see how much we can hash out. So we planted a tree last time, which is cool. We got through, I hooked up the Twilio API, so we can use that. Don't know if you guys did that on your end, but basically it just has you log in, make an account, and it's free. And it gives you some credits, and it makes a phone number for you, like a test phone number to send like SMS alerts and stuff. And then you just enter the phone number into this objective, and then you get to pass it. I guess we can technically open it. So it has you enter the phone number that you made, and it'll tell you how to do that in this step. It gives you guidelines on how to do all that stuff. So pretty self-explanatory. This chest gave me a cool hat. If we look at the inventory that I have this cool Viking hat now. It gave me this battle one. I kind of like it. I also got a lightsaber now, which is pretty sweet, or a laser sword is what they call it, I guess. So anyways, pretty cool. I also got some yoga pants, but I don't really like the yoga pants. I like the red pants, so that's what we're gonna use. And some Chuck Taylor shoes. I went from operating boots to some Twilio Chucks, so cool. So now that we're all caught up, let's start opening up some chests. I think I already did this one. I must not have been far enough over. Here we go. Twilio has a referral program you can use to add free credit to your Twilio account. You can accomplish a lot of impressive stuff like every mission in TwilioQuest with a trial Twilio account. However, there are some advanced features that require a pay account. Twilio has a referral program that allows you to share your personal link with other folks you think would be interested in Twilio. For each sign up through the link, you both get Twilio credit. Interesting. You can find this link in your Twilio console. Copy and paste your referral link into the field on the right to hack in this chest. Okay. Let's see. Opening up my Twilio account. I can't even remember what my password is. 1 second. Sorry, this is bad streaming. Bad streaming practices right here. Am I displaying this screen on my... No, you can't see it. Good. Twilio. Show password. Oh, it's a hard one. It's a hard one. You would never guess it anyways. You're gonna hear all of my soundboards too, because they're all different keys on here. Very funny. What? Email address and password is incorrect. Oh, dang it. The email was wrong. Whoopsies. Alright, now I gotta re-enter this password again. Show.
Hey, listen!
Listen, Linda. Listen. X. Whoops, I shouldn't be saying my password out loud. Now let's try it. There we go. Logged in. Okay. Let's look at... Where's the console? Refer your network to Twilio. Referral dashboard. Copy link. Alright. Here we are. Here's my link, everyone, if you want it. I don't know if you can read that. It's www.twilio.com/referral/6R9VD capital V. Hack away. Boom. I didn't get anything for that? That's kind of a lot of work. Set up a sample application to use for Twilio development in your favorite programming language. Alright, enter URL for the Hello World Twilio route. Okay. A local development environment is not strictly necessary to learn Twilio and play TwilioQuest. If you are not a developer or are not interested in setting up your local dev environment right now, you can skip the next two barriers. To complete this challenge, run a local web app you can use to complete TwilioQuest challenges. The sample apps listed in the help section will provide a hello route, which returns a voice Twilio or a TWIML for a phone call. When you get the app running, you put the URL for this route in the text field on the right. Click Hack button. You'll make sure your local environment is working as expected. I don't think we need to do this. We're going to do all of our stuff in Twilio itself. And besides, I don't think there's anything cool in there anyways. Oh wait, I saw something up here. Did we go up here already? Yeah, we did. What's in these boxes? Nothing. Alright, I think it's time to do the last barrier and move on. What you think, people? This is great power. There is great power. There is great power in executing code on your computer. Ensure that you're using this power responsibly. Jeez, lots of reading. In TwilioQuest, you will be writing code in a variety of programming languages. You will learn to install and use the tools software development professionals use every day. Code can do powerful things, which is why we're excited to share it with you. However, you should be aware that code can also do harmful things to your computer. If you're not careful, you might execute code that does something to your computer you did not intend, like delete files or change configuration settings. That's happened to me before. Both, actually. It's even possible, but you know what? Side note, I'm still here. So, you come out of it in the end. It's even possible that unscrupulous What does this mean? I'm gonna look this up. Unscrupulous. Unscrupulous?
Unscrupulous.
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 Okay. Having or showing no moral principles. Ooh. Rough. So people that have no morals or principles on the internet may attempt to trick you into running code that can harm your computer or steal your personal data. When running code on your computer, it's important to remember the following. There is no undo button when you run code. Make sure you know what your code is doing, you're going to do before you run it. Only use code from sources you trust or code that you fully understand. If you're confused or concerned about what your code will do, ask a teacher or mentor for help. Answer the questions on the right to ensure you understand these facts. Then click the hack button. Once you do, your adventure can begin in earnest. Code executing on your computer is not able to make changes to your computer or access your personal information. That is false. If I ever heard a false statement. Copying and pasting code from the internet can be dangerous if you don't understand what the basic code does. You shouldn't trust person. True. Did I get them right?
Excellent work.
Thank you.
You have completed our basic training exercise. Walk ahead to the exit area to return to the Fog Owl and begin your next mission.
Thanks, Cedric.
Congratulations on successfully completing the basic training exercise. Our faith in your abilities was well founded. If you return to the VR pods, you will see that more training exercises have been unlocked in the mission computer. Complete as many of these challenges as you can to continue your operator training.
Let's do it. What are these other ones? Didn't we go into these? Oh, it's just other users. Okay, hold on. I want to look at this real fast. Sorry, we're going back into this one. You're probably like, I'm sick and tired of this. Is this blue thing do anything? No, it doesn't. Alright. What should we do? JavaScript test lab, mysteries of the Pythonic temple, the flame of open source. Let's just go in order. I don't want to make this too complicated. So we're going to do JavaScript test lab. TwilioQuest scientists are researching ductipium, a recently discovered energy source which is as powerful as it is unstable. Visit the test lab to learn more about the JavaScript programming language and about the research team's experiment. Let's do it. So we're in the JavaScript test lab. Love the new soundtrack. Here, I'm gonna move this so I'm more aligned. There we go. Is that a fart noise? Where's my... There it is. I'm level with it. Anyways. Alright, let's go to this chest. Learn the origin story of JavaScript, the lingua franca of software development. I'm probably pronouncing that way wrong. Like the English language for humans, JavaScript is one of the most common programming languages in the world. But what? Click the Show Help button for more information on why we think JavaScript is a great choice for your first, maybe only programming language. After you're finished, answer the questions on the right to receive an award for your first steps into the world of JavaScript. Even those who love JavaScript, such as your friends on Team TwilioQuest, know how weird it can be, yet despite all its charm, JavaScript has become the... does this tell me what the word is? Pronounce.
Lingua franca.
Lingua franca.
Lingua franca.
Okay. The lingua franca. The bridge language, common language. Okay. Become the lingua franca of software development. Read to learn more about the origin of JavaScript and why it might be the only programming language you ever need to learn. That's true for me. I haven't really learned any other languages. I've used other languages, but I don't really know them. Like Gen Z, it was born on the web. In 1995, JavaScript began its life as the programming language of the web browser. Before JavaScript, web pages were pretty lifeless once your browser fetched them and displayed them on your computer screen. With JavaScript, website creators could make their web pages more interactive and dynamic. The web apps you love today, like Gmail, Slack, and Twitch, have been built using JavaScript. True or false? JavaScript can be used to program mobile apps, games, websites, and robots. True. JavaScript started out as a programming language for web. TwilioQuest team server JavaScript reference documentation is found in the. Is it MDM? MDN? No, Mozilla Developer Network. I think it's just Mozilla. We'll see if these were right. You might be aware of the browsing and internet. The internet has you might be aware that the browsing the internet. That doesn't make sense. You might be aware that browsing the internet has become relatively popular. That has made JavaScript, the programming language of the web browser, an essential tool to any programmer that needs to write code for use on the internet. The success of the web, more than the beauty of the language, made JavaScript a programming language that a huge number of software developers share in common. Today, JavaScript runs everywhere, not just in the web browser. You can make games in Blazor. Yep, build an iPhone app with React Native, create a backend network, or backend workhorse with Node.js, and even control a Misty 2 robot with your buddy Cedric. If you know how to write JavaScript, you can program just about anything. If you only learn the one programming language, JavaScript is a pretty solid choice. Though we hope you go on to learn many programming language besides that. Alright. MDM JavaScript reference. Yeah, Mozilla Developer Network. Got that one right. I don't know about this web one. But here are a few resources that are great to keep in handy as you begin your journey as a JavaScript developer. The MDN JavaScript reference or Mozilla Developer Network is a good website. Eloquent JavaScript, heard good things. I've looked at this a little bit, but I haven't really read it. But it is free and it's just online, just like a PDF or something. JavaScript for cats. This looks interesting. I would check that out. I just clicked on it. It looks pretty cool. Just a big long article introducing you to JavaScript with GIFs and examples and everything. Or GIFs, or whatever, however you want to pronounce it. Let's see if these answers are right. Failed. The second answer needs help. JavaScript is still used today in the same place it started in Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, and Firefox, which are all called web browsers. The answer starts with the letter B. Or web. Is it web browsers? There we go. Nice. Cedric, what do you got for me?
I am pleased you have come to observe our work at the JavaScript test lab. TwilioQuest scientists are making significant progress unlocking the potential of the JavaScript programming language. Navigating the laboratory will require that you become familiar with the JavaScript programming language. In doing so, you will also install the Node.js JavaScript runtime on your computer, enabling you to write and execute JavaScript code.
Okay.
Presently, our research team is studying the energy-producing properties of duct-IPM, a newly discovered element that we believe is the source of JavaScript's power. Proceed through the security barriers on the right to examine our research data yourself.
Alright, will do, Cedric. The JavaScript test lab requires all personnel to have a Node.js JavaScript runtime installed before proceeding into the lab. Install Node.js in this challenge. Before entering the lab, you must undergo standard security screening. To bypass this test, you must prove that you have the necessary software installed to execute JavaScript programs on the terminal from the terminal application on your computer. I have already downloaded Node, I believe, and I'm sure many others have. Paste the full path to where the Node command was installed on your computer. See the help section if you aren't sure where you find that information. I'm not sure where mine is. To complete this challenge, you must first need to install Node. Yep. After you install Node, the command line interface you use on your computer should have the Node and npm commands available from the command line on the Mac and Linux. You should be able to use the command to get the full path to Node runtime. On Windows and PowerShell, you can use the command. Alright, well I'm on Windows. I haven't used PowerShell a lot lately. Like it's even my favorites. Let's see. Here it is. Alright. Let's see if this works. Oh no. Oh, whew. Thought we were stuck for a second. Alright. Let's continue on. Oh, we're out of time. We're going to keep on going for a little bit longer. Just a tad bit longer. Okay, lab personnel are expected to create a folder on their computer where all their JavaScript code will reside. Create such a folder in this challenge. Several activities inside the lab will require you to create JavaScript code files on your computer. The next screening checkpoint will set up this checkpoint set up to confirm that you have a folder built on your computer's file system where you can keep all these files. Create a folder in your computer to keep your JavaScript code. Once you have done so, enter the full path to your folder in the text field on the right and click the hack button. Okay. I'm going to put this might actually be good. Maybe I'm going to put all this stuff in my Git folder so I can maybe push this up to GitHub. Am I allowed to do that? Maybe. TwilioQuest. And then Command C. TwilioQuest. If not, that's fine. I won't push it up. But everything else is in my Git folder, so. Boom. Alright. Next. Oh! This reminds me so much of Pokemon. You know? Like you go up to people and they, give you the little exclamation point and then they walk up to you and you battle them. Oh, hi there. TwilioQuest scientist. You must be the operator sent to observe our research. You've come at an exciting time. We're moments away from stabilizing a single molecule of ductypium for the first time in history. Though there is currently a small, almost insignificant snag in the testing process. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, it's nothing really. It's just we need to activate all 4 of the molecular stasis beams in the center of the room to stabilize the ductopium. The process is fully automated, but it does require a password, which I don't currently remember. Uh-oh. Is there any way to reset the password? There is, but I'll never hear the end of it around the lab if the word gets out that I forgot the stasis beam password again. I actually wrote it down on a piece of paper in my office down the passage behind me. Okay, so I maybe also made sure all the security barriers leading to my office when I went in to retrieve the password. Don't judge me, I'm a very busy scientist. You're not judging me, are you? Of course not, we all make mistakes. Thank you. I've heard operators are pretty good at solving problems like this. Do you think you could get into my office and retrieve the password? I'd owe you big time. You bet. Let's get it. You're a lifesaver. Once you get past the security barriers behind me, the password for the stasis beam is written on a piece of paper on my desk. Life lesson. Don't write your passwords on pieces of paper. We have technology now. You can write them on like secure apps, and they'll even make the passwords for you. FYI.